Let me in, shattered windows and the sound of drums. People couldn't believe what I'd become. Revolutionaries, they wait for my head on the silver plate. Just a puppet on a lonely string. Well, who would ever wanna be king? I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword, my shield.
好的，现场所有的乘客，让我们用掌声欢迎 PLEAGUE Crew。
I am so polished, usually modest, but when is the last time you seen it this stylish without a stylist, huh? It's been a long time, I've been on this road, I'm racking my mileage up. They don't get loud with us, cause they know we wild as fuck. We know they scared of us, no they don't care for us. They wasn't there for us, up in them trenches, hopping them fences, making the plays while they riding the benches, yeah. Got cool intentions, yeah. I see my goal and get cold into sin, but when counting our sins, I don't have no friends, I can't help we tearing it down. Get loud for me. Get loud for me. Get loud for me. Hands in the crowd, we tearing it down. Get loud for me. I'm a top super lady. I'm a boss, yeah. I'm a top super lady. I'm a type party Lady, call me super lady. Follow ladies, ladies, super ladies. Look out and fearless, we came to take round. Back it up. Back it up. Everybody say. Yes, sir, super fast. Yes, sir, I got superpower. Yes, sir, I'm a
尖叫声送给 PLEAGUE Crew， 谢谢 PLEAGUE Crew， 谢谢。Hello， 欢迎各位现场线上的朋友们来到2024 P.LEAGUE 总冠军赛，我是李一博 Pauian，
我是小雨，
欢迎大家各位全场的乘客。先给自己一个最大的掌声！
欢迎你们来到桃园巨蛋，
谢谢你们一路一球一球陪我们打到这边，再一个最大的掌声好不好 ？Very good。
没错，我们终于走到这一步了。今天就要靠大家强势的应援，让我们拿下这一胜了。
没错，好的，在这之前呢，我们要来欢迎我们今天的与会贵宾们。请各位呢用热情来协助我，一起来欢迎他们。好的，首先让我们欢迎桃园市市长张善政市长，
欢迎市长，
欢迎市长，同时也欢迎我们市长夫人，欢迎你，欢迎市长夫人。好的，接下来让我们欢迎桃园璞园领航员副领队暨球团发言人台湾飞人陈信安。谢谢。接下来我们欢迎桃园市政府金志玉副秘书长，欢迎。
欢迎副秘书长，跟我们挥挥手。
接下来欢迎桃园市体育局许彦辉局长，欢迎局长。
欢迎登机。
接下来欢迎我们桃园市政府陈信守顾问，欢迎顾问。接下来让我们欢迎桃园市议会陈伟业议员，欢迎议员。
欢迎议员。
接下来我们欢迎 P.LEAGUE 联盟会长张思涵先生，欢迎。
欢迎。
接下来我们欢迎敏盛医疗体系杨宏仁执行长，
跟我们挥挥手。
最后我们欢迎台塑集团福基庄公司田德利组长，欢迎。
欢迎你。
好的，欢迎我们所有的贵宾呢来到我们桃园璞园领航员的主场。接下来要欢迎我们桃园的大家长来为我们致辞，跟我们说几句话。欢迎我们桃园市的市长张善政市长，欢迎市长。欢迎市长来到中圈，掌声鼓励。
各位爱好篮球的朋友们，大家晚安，大家好。
市长好。
大家望眼欲穿，希望我们领航员进到我们总冠军赛，一步一步一步，我们看着他们一场一场比赛的赢，终于今天进到我们总冠军赛的第一场了，对不对？我们大家一起同心协力，帮领航员加油，让他们把冠军留在桃园，好不好？
好。
大家说好，等一下就要用力的喊，对不对？
对。
加油，领航员，加油！
谢谢市长，谢谢。请市长入座来休息。谢谢我们张善政市长。好，各位乘客，在刚刚开场之前，我们看到我们黄色的朋友们有在加油尖叫的声音。现在全场的乘客，如果你准备好要跟我们一起飞行，我要听到一个最大的尖叫声。That's right， 让我们欢迎来访客队新北国王。
Do you hear the people singing the song of angry men? It is the
新
music
北国
of
王球员
beating
3号
of
陈
the
俊
beating of the drum.
，4号李威霆
About to start.
，10号简佑哲，7号王柏志，17号苏世轩，19号林金榜，24号洪志善 ，Number 55 Kenny 曼尼高，先发名单，6号杨敬敏，7号林书豪，9号李凯燕 ，Number 25 Austin Day 奥蒂 ，Number 35温道路易士。
新北国王总教练 Head Coach Ryan Marshall， 助理教练 Mark Popala 林振宇，首席体能教练张崇熙，体能教练刘振宇，总经理毛嘉恩。
When everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplanes take off against the wind, not with it. When everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplanes take off against the wind, not with it. We are the fucking pilots.
不，故事还没有结束，站上更大的舞台，扛下更多的压力。
小白突然间举起了。Let's go！
桃园璞园领航员球员名单： 球衣背号2号，桃园的翅膀，飞扣后卫阿瑞陈宇瑞。球衣背号10号，欧德维的0号小可爱李子维。球衣背号25号，0号不倒翁，你的护国神阵林正。球衣背号21号 ，Number 21 Mr. Brown， 0号狙击枪波浪先生 Alec Brown。球衣背号6号，关键杀手极速狂奔关达拉梅拉关达佑。球衣背号7号，外线移动炮台妙手乔神乔楚瑜。球衣背号27号，不忘初心3分流星雨射进你心里，马耀张镇雅。球衣背号0号，乘风破浪重返荣耀，国防部长周一翔。球衣背号9号，飞行指挥官后场传奇李学林。Starting five， 先发5人名单。It's our sky。球衣背号12号，领航剑齿虎骑兵后卫，篮球贵公子李家康。球衣背号5号 ，Number 5， 甘乃迪战斗机嘻哈篮球人 Kennedy Mix。球衣背号30号，节奏达人控球魔术师神奇小白白耀成。球衣背号42号 ，Number 42， 密西根烈焰领航暴徒 Jason Washburn。现在我要听到全场的尖叫声，让我们欢迎球衣背号69号，全城的希望狂野 MVP 卢志祥。桃园无语开放式彭丽珍，体能教练刘年杰，体能教练刘厚少，数据分析师柯焕威，助理教练唐伟杰，助理教练马怡宏，助理教练黄启峰，助理教练及球员发展总监杨一峰，总教练 Caminos。恭喜各位拿到飞机的乘客们，这是我们胜利的起航仪式，也要象征我们今天的胜利。恭喜，谢谢大家。
Feel the power. Let's go. It's a brand new day. Let's go. And we came to play. Let's go. So let's turn it up.
好的，请我们双方的球员暂时停止赛前练习。我们呢要来颁发 PLEAGUE 2023-24赛季 PLEAGUE 5月 MVP。It's our sky. Hello。接下来我们请小雨呢来介绍一下我们5月。PLEAGUE MVP
没有错，本季年度洋将热门人选之一，5月缴出场均21.8分、13.8篮板 ，double 的表现帮助领航员5月拿下5胜1败，出色的表现让领航员拉出一波4连胜，稳住我们例行赛第一的席次。恭喜 Jason Washburn 获得生涯首次单月最有价值球员的殊荣。
Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Washburn。欢迎 Jason。现在呢，我们球团也准备了一个影片要送给 Jason， 请各位还有 Jason 呢目光移向我们的大荧幕。
Jason， 现在很恭喜你拿到5月的 MVP， 说好的1人1班，我真的是有各拿过1个了。那在这5月也祝你生日快乐，知道你最近 家里有一些事情，你还是没有因为这些事情让我们觉得你有负面的能量，还是一直持续的鼓励我们，带领我们大家。我想跟你说，你是最好的 leader。
杰森，恭喜你获得5月当月 MVP， 希望你可以把这份喜悦和荣耀，然后把它化成动力。
嗨，杰森，恭喜你拿到5月的 MVP， 你在这个团队是一个很有领袖气质的榜样，然后不管是在低潮或我们走不好的时候，然后总是可以带给我们欢乐。
Congratulations, Jason. You deserve it. You're killing it this month. You know, led us to finish the season, and let's keep doing it. Let's finish this thing off. We know things have been tough back home, and it makes it more tough being out here, I'm sure. But everyone's with you. Everyone's got your back.
Prayers going up to your daughter that everything's okay. We all know she's going to pull out for the best. And you just know that we're always going to be here for you no matter what.
Jason is a great teammate. He's a great teammate, one of the best teammates I've had over the years. And our goal remains the same, to keep striving and be champions at the end. And what a season he's had to help us maintain first place. And he's more deserving of the MVP for sure.
Jason, thank you. Appreciate you. Final MVP, yeah.
Everybody make some noise for Jason Washburn! 好的，恭喜 Jason！ 现在我们也要邀请台湾保时捷财务长 Andre 先生来为我们颁奖。Hello, welcome, sir. Please come to the center. 好的，首先呢，我们请我们的 Andre 先生来为我们颁发奖杯，也请看我们前面的。
Gathering beforehand for the Pilots' first ever playoff sellout game here at the Taoyuan Arena. After a 132-game regular season and the first round of the playoffs, there now remains just 2 teams with this series to determine the champion of the season. The last time the Pilots were this close to the finals was all the way back in Season 1, where they had a 2-1 loss lead over the Dreamers. But the Dreamers won 2 straight to advance to the first ever Plus League finals. And so here in year 4, it's time for this arena to shine as we are joining in with the Porsche MVP of May presentation to Jason Washburn. There's the matchup, the new Taipei Kings up against the Pauian Pilots in a best-of-7 series. So for customary, the players need to give their remarks in the other language. Jason Washburn with some Mandarin. And previously, it was his teammate Justin Wu Junxiang with some English in his previous MVP of the month presented by Porsche Presentations. The Pilots under second-year head coach Irgi Camino soared above the rest of the competition with a first-place regular season finish. On the Mandarin broadcast is Aaron Yang Zhenlei and Cai Bao Cai Qingjing. 球迷朋友们，你找到官方的英文转播。要听杨振磊跟蔡琴景的讲评，当然就按照中文的转播连接。谢谢你的收看，记得 Plus League 的转播都要按赞。This is the 14th straight Plus League Finals games, which is sold out, of course, across the 4 seasons, with the first season 2 games played behind closed doors. There's the matchup in the regular season between these 2 teams, where they played each other 8 games, 4 wins apiece. Notably, the Kings score more on the fast break and on turnovers. They're on the second and bottom rows, 17.1 and 10.8 respectively. But you know the Pilots do want to push the pace themselves. The Pilots, behind their youth movement, have seen the rise of 26-year-old Justin Lu Junxiang to prominence. After being swept last season by the Braves in the first round, the Pilots were better prepared this time around, taking 2 away games from the Lioneers at their place, the 4-time now best home court in the Plus League. So too, Irgi Caminos asked about the team's performance and the sellout crowd, asked about the choices of imports, and finally the game plan to defend or perhaps to stop Jeremy Lin. This will be the Pilots' 4th home playoff game of this run up to this point.
The feeling is great, knowing the days before how all the fans buy tickets really fast, how they wanted to be on this game. Of course, it's like extra motivation, not only because to be on the finals, even have this support, this great feeling, so hope that we can give a good show to all of them. I can't be more disagree with that. They are a really good team. If we are only focused on Jeremy Lin, we are going to make a really, really good mistake, a big mistake. This is a team sport. It's not about one game, one guy playing a game. Our 5 players, they have really good roster. They have really long roster, a lot of players to score. So I don't think that the game is going to be a stop on Jeremy Lin. If we only focus on him, maybe Amigo, maybe Manigault, maybe Austin Day, maybe Joseph Lin, maybe Lee Cayenne, all of these players, they can kill us. So this is a team sport. I don't think that this only be focused on him, even being a great player, being maybe at this moment their main player, but it's not like this. I can't be agree with that.
One thing to note about the Kings run up to this point in the playoff run is their assist to turnover ratio is a lot lower than you would expect. In the playoffs, it was 1.13 in the previous round against the Dreamers. After a regular season of 1.4, they did average 19.3 assists per game, but that's down from the 23 per game. So there is an element of the Kings being forced to play one-on-one. So as to the fan support that Coach Caminos was talking about, the 3 seasons that the Pilots made the playoffs, season 1, season 3, season 4. In the middle column is the regular season attendance, rather low in this current season, but it's sure taking a healthy jump up, and this first finals game has seen a already announced sold-out crowd. It is the highest mark in the Pilots' history, no matter playoff or regular season. On the other side is number 9, Kyle Lee Cayenne, who was interviewed pre-game about returning to the finals and about the team's process to prepare for this final series, and as to his individual defensive effort and perhaps the game plan that they have going up against the Pilots.
当然，心情是很兴奋、很开心的，因为我们这个球季就是整个球季都很不顺利，包括遇到伤兵的问题啊等等的。那最后能够进冠军赛，当然是对我们来说是一个很大的肯定。这几天应该就是比较多是在恢复吧，因为打棒网家真的是这个系列赛真的是蛮硬的，然后就是大家身体都累积了很多伤病啊，甚至疲劳，所以大部分都是在恢复身体，然后跟一些模拟对方的战术啊，然后准备下一个系列赛的比赛这样。阿吉跟俊祥就是他们打的位置不一样，所以如果守有俊祥的话，我应该会体力消耗应该比较不会这么大，因为他是比较多是无球的跑位。那阿吉是我从后场就是要一直黏着他，就是相对比较辛苦，所以也有教练也有给一些策略，然后去封锁俊祥这个点嘛，那就是自己就是尽力去把这件事给完成这样。
Now sharing that they're excited and happy to be back in the finals. It was a lot of challenges on the way, but it's a good accomplishment to make it to this point. Ben saying it was a lot of recovery in the last few days off. The Dreamers series was a tough one. Everyone had their nicks of injuries and fatigue, so a lot on that recovery and more rehearsals instead of hard practices. And as for the defense, he said number 11 Luko or Achi and Justin are very different positionally. Achi is the point guard, so he'll be bringing the ball up, so he might burn less energy trying to guard Justin by playing deny only in the half court, so might be a different fatigue situation, but the coaching staff has provided their instructions. Interesting to note, the Pilots will make a change with their import situation with Kennedy Meeks back in the lineup, having only played one game in the previous round. There's a little bit of a struggle, but Kennedy Meeks still an important component to the Pilots, especially opposite of Jason Washburn. They also have Alec Brown coming off the bench. Meanwhile, the Kings will be going with the same three imports, with Tony Mitchell once again sitting out. It is a very different two sides in terms of playoff experience. Let's start with the introduction of the starting lineup for the Kings. Austin Day, Wendell Lewis, Yang Jingmi, Jeremy Lin, and number 9 Lee Kai-in. And on the Pilot side, Jason Washburn, number 12 Jackie Lee Jiakang, number 30 Ethan Biauta, number 69 Just Mu Yuxiang, and Kennedy Meeks. So Meeks in the semi-finals, one game, 17 points, 12 rebounds, but only have 2 of 14 shooting. But he did have a solid regular season, 16 points, 11 rebounds, and 50% shooting from the field as City Mayor up to throw the ceremonial opening tip. But Coach Marchand does have his insistence, and as like a lot of coaches would, of not making changes, because Kennedy Meeks, his first game in the previous series was actually game 2 after they won at home. Kings will be in yellow. Pilots will be in this current playoff run favor a black and orange set. So the tip is up, and the Pilots will have control. Attack to the basket on your left. Justin with an early touch around the jump circle. Washburn screening for Ethan, a little kick out. Jackie matched up by Yang Jingmi as he circled around and pass over the hands of Washburn. So to this other side, Jeremy maneuvering around as the Pilots featuring something of a box and one. Jeremy launches from deep, be out in a couple of bounces, and we're off for both ways. Justin driving, putting up a runner. It comes off rim as Kyle will collect the rebound. Meanwhile, on the Pilot side, they actually really saw their turnover to assist ratio in the positive light. 1.74 to 1.38 in the regular season. Austin Day's got a mismatch with Jackie on the block. The turnaround jumper is on the way. We don't have a score yet. The long rebound, beating the clock as a banked-in three by Lee Kai-in will get the scoring started. Jackie to try to counter. That's off. But would you believe it, in the first round of these playoffs, the Pilots had a better three-point percentage than the Kings, 32.7 to 29.6. Quick double team as Lewis across the Day. He's going to go baseline. A dribble pull-up is out. The Pilots looking for their score. Ethan from the left corner. He hits it in Jeremy's face. Into space, a open free throw jumper, not getting the bounce and taking a big ricochet. It'll be for the Pilots.
Let's go Pilots!
So Pilots regular season were the number 3 team, 22.3 assists, then it jumped up to 24.7. finish that out and off, but you haven't seen that much defensive pressure yet. Now Jeremy on Justin, he launches from 3. Few bounces into the hands of a Pilot. Kennedy Meeks looking for the basketball. He's got the mismatch, but good face guarding by Kyle. Now on the block, the double team comes through to Ethan, taking it to the rack, and a whistle comes. Contact in the restricted area. We haven't got to it yet. The crew chief is number 46, Zhang Luyue, who just made the call. Is U1 96, Chen Hong, and at U2, number 10, Yo Hao Ping. Buyout 10, or Ethan, in the regular season, 6 points per game. After a made 3, way short with the first free throw. His best game in the last series was Game 6, their closeout game. 10 points, 5 assists, making all 4 of his free throws. Goes 1 for 2 here. There's a pretty decent Kings section. They did purchase a couple of sections. 250 as a group. Yang Jimmy, a catch and shoot opportunity. He laces that one. Yang Jimmy, to this point in the playoffs, as down low, it looks like a stop as the ball will roll out of bounds. And for the Kings. In the last round, Yang Jimmy, 9.8 points per game on about 30% shooting from beyond the arc. Kyle will bring it up. Cayenne almost lost it, putting up a shot as Jason Washburn has to fight off a couple. Ethan coming in with the rebound, streaking down the middle, dropping it off as Meeks forces a miss. Now the Pilots match up on defense, but Ethan is on Jeremy, and again, Day on Jackie does like that left block. Out to Yang Jimmy, Jason Washburn cross-matched up into the paint. And a 3-second call against Wendell Lewis. That'll happen regularly, I'll say. Over on this side, Wendell Lewis matched up against Jason Washburn. Austin Day on Kennedy Meeks. And then a foul. It'll be the Kings' second, as indicated by the white bars there on your scorebug. An early substitution on the Kings side. Jeremy out, Joseph Lin in. Joseph Lin coming off the bench as he has in this entire Kings playoff run. Trying to get used to that rotation and maybe the personnel. So the Kings do run a very short rotation. Missed layup down low. Pushing up ahead, cross pass, nobody checking Wendell Lewis with the easy 2. So Pilots find themselves down 8-4 early in the game. Ethan having made a 3, down to Washburn. Joseph Lin nearby for some help. Down to a high ball screen. Ethan with some steam, kicking it out. Still time on the clock as the banked in runner by Jackie. Jackie was actually one of the better three-point shooters for the Pilots the last round, but maybe a small sample size. He did average 7.8 points. Funny enough, he did start all 3 games as a holding foul by Ethan on the block. So, 2 squads will talk it over as we reached our first commercial break. Kings up early in Game 1 of these finals. We'll be back after this.
Don't touch me. 자, 옳지. 그래, 옳지. You can touch me. Don't touch me. 자, 옳지. 그래, 옳지. You can touch me. Don't touch me. 자, 옳지. 그래, 옳지. You can touch me. Don't touch me.
谢谢 Pilots Crew。好，我现在要来送出礼物了，想要礼物的朋友在哪里？
Welcome back inside Taoyuan Arena. Thank you for joining the English broadcast of this P.LEAGUE Finals game. Thanks for joining me, Ryan Chen, on the commentary. It's a matchup of two teams not too far away. The Taoyuan Pauian Pilots, probably only a half an hour drive from the New Taipei Kings home in a Xinzhuang Gymnasium in West New Taipei. And so, if you're just joining in, you might be surprised that the Braves did not even make the Season 4 playoffs after winning 3 straight titles. So far in the early going of this rather bright arena environment. Quick give and go off the baseline, and a little too strong by Joseph Lin there. This is a naturally lit stadium, and so sundown is at about 6:44 is when the outside light will really be very dim. Jason Washburn bumping Austin Day, but not getting it back. As Jackie finding space, but stopped. Yang Jimin kicking it out as they rotate around. Day from the top of the arc, it's good. By volume, Austin Day was a 15 points per game scorer, but by efficiency, 51%, including 40% from three-point land. And a whistle comes. So a foul will be the Kings' third and Austin Day's second.
谢谢嘉康，郑雅来到场上，谢谢 Mix，Alec Brown 来到场上。
On the other side, Alec Brown in for Meeks. He also brought in shooter number 27, Zhang Zhenya. And the ball screen and a reaching foul by Kyle, and it will be the Kings' fourth. Jason Washburn, he'll try to hit from the middle. As Brown's tipping. Fight for the rebound. Kenny Manigault fresh from the game. At the Yamjing, he already made one. Getting the bounce on another. The Kings opening it up to a 14-6 lead. How about Ethan from close to the top as Washburn chases it down. He's got a shooter nearby, but going, poked out of bounds by Lewis. If you want to follow along with the statistics of the game, PLeagueofficial.com/game/587. As Justin is out, number 0 veteran Zoe Xiang is in. Really the only pilot with a lot of experience is Zhang Zhenya, close miss from the left corner. Joe bringing it up, over to Kyle, back to Joe, up with Manigault, offering a screen, rolling. The layup, so close, but a ricochet in. I think it's Wendell Lewis will get credit. So a 10-point lead for the Kings. Another Jason Washburn touch, Finlow second as the early whistle comes. And it will be free throws.
这条成5号路是 Chen 与手对局 ，substitution 双方换人。
Kyle out, Jeremy back in. The Kings mainly run a 8-player rotation. The Pilots a little bit more expensive at 10, just about, as we'll see a new point guard in there as Jason Washburn off the mark. Doesn't feel like the home of the Pilots, the way the ball's not falling, but that is a kind of a specialty here in the arena. The left and right rims often talked about. In the previous series, the Pilots shot 76% from the line, just second to the Kings' 76.6% from the line. So Washburn after an adjustment, downing the second as Meeks will take his place.
Meeks 来到场上，守住这球。
Down low, it's Jeremy with the screen assist for Wendell Lewis. Meeks, he'll take a chance with the mid-range. Still off as Brown got a hand on it, but Jeremy pushing it up from the back. He's cross-matched up. With space, the three on the way. Almost. A couple of close misses from Jeremy. The Pilots certainly don't want to see him go off in the early goings. Down low to Brown. He's got Jeremy on him. No help as a foul going to the baseline with the fadeaway. Get a look at the cross screen. Zoe Shang communicating a little too late. So it's to Alec Brown. In the closeout game against the Lioneers, 24 points on, including 5 made threes. During the season against the Kings, averaged about 13 points per game. Now, Joseph will bring it up with Su Sishin and Manigault the double screen. Now on the mismatch, Joe will launch from deep. That one's in and out. So far in the early going, Pilots only 2 for 14 shooting. Guandayo into the painted air, offering it up, and it'll get the bounce. Don't think there was a tip-in. Number 6, Guandayo was actually on that Pilot squad that made that first playoff run. Jeremy in traffic, kicking it out. Susashin took fire, and there's a whistle that comes. I think that's Guandayo with a bad contest. And considering Su Sishin's only 1 for 8 in the last round from outside. Number 10, JJ will check in for the Kings. Rather limited playing time, but has really not justified it. Only 1 for 7, including 6 missed threes. Keep on keeping the Pilots at bay. Susashin is Coach Marchand's favorite option as a local big.
Let's go!
Now Zhang Ziyan looking for the cross screen. Meeks taking it tough, and the whistle comes up against the shorter defender of Kenny Manigault, but certainly not to be underestimated. You see the hands go down, make contact a couple of times. So we'll look back to the regular season where Meeks, a 68% free throw shooter. In just the one game against the Lioneers. Hit 10 of 11. Goes 2 for 2, and the Pilots now up to 13 points, but a little work to get back in. Jeremy guarded by Sean, but the switch comes. Angling left and floating one up to Joe. Jab step back to Jeremy. He's got some space with a third defender coming over, dropping it in. So welcome to the Plus League Finals for Jeremy with his first score. Again, it's Kennedy Meeks on Kenny Manigault as Alec Brown moving into space. He misses. You know, Jeremy guarded by Zhang Zhengya, or his Aboriginal name of Maya. Going right with some space, taking a hard fall as the Pilots will push ahead. Meeks has got Joe on the opposite block as Sean beating his man, missing the layup as Meeks cleans up the mess. And whistle this side. If it's Guandayo, that'll be his second personal. As you see, Zhou Yixiang easily knocked down Su Sixuan. I would say legally, didn't have his footing there. So third team foul by the Pilots. Across to Joe, ball screen, but not going to the mismatch as it's Manigault from the free throw area. Rebound to JJ. And Joe, he'll try from deep, and that's good. So the away crowd having it as the Kings now 5 for 8 shooting the 3 ball. Down to Brown going quickly to the runner. In and out as Meeks nearby. Pump faking, offering it up for the 2. Not to be beat, a hole from behind and a score by Kenny Manigault. Good answer right away on the attack back by the Kings, and Coach Caminos looking to the bench, but not looking to take a timeout with less than a minute to go. Now the referees will go to the monitor. For a possible upgrade to an unsportsmanlike, and it looks like they would have a pretty good argument. Manigault got by Meeks, and not only offering with one arm, but offering with a second arm on the foul too. You don't want to do that. That's where you get yourself in trouble. The first foul, you can understand a swipe that misses, but that left arm coming around. Not to say it's a guarantee upgrade, but certainly in trouble, and it is confirmed to be an unsportsmanlike. One free throw. And a possession.
好了，各位乘客，在为客队发球的时候，要帮我来干扰他。
Kenny Manigault will step up to the line. His first score of the finals. And making it and one. And the Kings have possession. Jeremy trying to get away from Taoyuan, former teammates in the CBA, but on the switch, the pull-up jumper, good. A switch for Jeremy as that mid-range is his best weapon. The later this playoffs have gone, Bandayo down to Meeks. Skip past to Sean, he'll try to counter with a three. A bounce out. It's been all Kings so far. Running low on time in the first quarter. Jeremy, he'll launch another one, way short as the clock expires. Looks like the scorer's table was a little bit slow to react. 31 for the new Taipei Kings, 17 for the Pilots in their very first finals. But it's not going so well for the boys in black. We'll be back with the start of the second quarter after this.
Hello， 我是小雨。我们现在所在的位置是棉豆腐头等舱。今天是由蓉蓉、陆威、娟州还有宇轩要来为大家送餐喽。今天我们的菜色第一个是粽子，请我们的队长陆威告诉我们粽子代表什么呢？
迎接胜利，包粽冠军。
没有错，另外一个滑蛋龙虾粥，简称划龙舟，代表我们的领航员要
滑上总冠军。
没有错。今天呢，我们在这边也要用划龙舟的气势抢下胜利的旗帜，强势的再点亮一盏灯，绝不退让。今天我们要邀请我们头等舱的贵宾 GM， 大家一起掌声欢迎他。这个是故意拿反的部分，对吗？拿反的嘛，对不对？拿正的 ，OK， 我们要一起来集气应援，感谢你特地来支援收银，我们一起来哦，1、2、3。Let's go, Pilots！ 谢谢剧院特地来支援收银，祝大家端午节快乐！
谢谢小雨，谢谢 Pilots Crew， 谢谢我们剧院冠名来到桃园璞园领航员的主场，欢迎你。好的，让我们继续的来帮飞行员加油。接下来呢，我们要协助飞行员来追赶比分。好，各位观众们，场上5人，加油加油！
Welcome back inside the arena, getting a look at some of the faces in the crowd. Thank you for tuning into this broadcast. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to leave a like here and also on the Mandarin broadcast, as that is happening right now. The U1 engaged in a long conversation with the Pilots head coach and his translator Co, the 50-point getter in some adult amateur basketball, as Richard Cheng in the building. The commissioner of the Plus League, after the process of reorganizing the corporate structure of the league has started. Early going, Joe with an early three rejected by Brown and kept away like a little kid. Good start defensively for the Pilots, but on the offensive end, they really haven't been running a lot of their motion sets. Going to the baseline, and an easy reverse lay for Ethan. Jeremy losing the dribble on the deck, taken away by Ethan. He's got numbers. Flipped into an intercepted pass, but no Washburn putting up a shot. There was a foul called by the slot official. Ends up being a Jeremy foul, his second personal, and heading toward the bench, but I think more or less getting instructions from Coach Marchand rather than getting subbed out. It will be a change to bring in, I believe, Wendell Lewis. So the Pilots are answering back quickly in this second quarter. within the last 40 seconds or so as the Kings shape up their offense. Lewis, high ball screen for Joe, but didn't go anywhere with it. Kick out to Manigal, one-on-one against Brown. He came out to JJ. He's got some space, but no good on the runner. So that's 3 stops for the Pilots as Lee Kai-in will check in for JJ. Good buds. The two of them signing as the first 2 players, announcement-wise, by the Kings. You never know who's actually signed and when the team makes those public. Touch for Justin, crashing inside, offering up a pass as Jeremy blocking for against Ethan. His 3rd personal.
全票7号04号外靠阻挡犯规。全场乘客一起来加油！
In the last round, the Kings fouled 21 times per game and allowed the Dreamers 25 free throws. As over here, Zhou Yixiang, he'll rail the 3. And that makes it a 7-point game as eventually the horn is sound. The Kings want to talk it over. Our chance to take a breath. The Pilots going on a run here in the 2nd quarter in game 1 of these finals.
好的，恭喜各位，我们的飞行任务呢也完成了。那我们的应援好伙伴康宝会送出150份的康宝火锅汤底，请大家呢中场的时候到服务台来兑换。谢谢大家，谢谢应援好伙伴康宝。这里时间到。继续往我们的些加油！
In the last round, the Pilots won game 1 and then game 5 here at home. And took 2 on the road, whereas the Kings won game 2 on the road and 2 straight at home before losing to the Dreamers in game 5, which forced them to play on game 6 last Monday. So 1 less day of rest, same minutes played. Zhou Yixiang with that made 3, cutting it to a 7-point difference. He's only a 32% shooter in the last series, and on the season only a 24% shooter from the field. But right now, trust to the guard Jeremy, floating to the weak side on the wing. As over on the strong side, Lee Kai-in, he'll offer a 3. Brown crashed into, and another foul. Wendell Lewis couldn't quite get to the basketball, but got Alec Brown's arms instead. His 3rd personal. Now, if the fans need a reminder, typically this left basket is seen as the one tougher to shoot against. As Zhou Yixiang, a tough move, but blocked. And the Kings walled off the so-called LeBron James of Taiwan for his sturdy build and his powerful drives. It's back in the SPL. He won the championship in 2017. That was a 9-game playoff run for the Dashing squad at the time. Kick out. Lee Kai-yin can't find the range as another offensive rebound for the Kings. And a whistle. I think Jeremy was starting to move. First personal for Justin. They had the elbow extended, a quick double team as Jeremy is trying to screen for him. They do get a switch. And an offensive foul by Lee Kai-yin. Running into Ethan there. Camera people are trying to tag Day, but it was number 9 Lee Kai-yin. Here you see screening of Ethan for no reason. He'll stay in as it's Jackie who will bring it across the timeline. Jeremy offering him a little bit of space. A lot of contact on that screen, but they play on. Washburn fakes the handoff, now gives it to him. To the corner, Jackie's got all day and can't make it from the corner. Antioch pushing it ahead, back to Jeremy, across to Day as Brown shook out of the way. The baseline jumper, no. Into from behind. It's Jackie with an opportunity, and I think it's Su Chen with the tackle. Again, Zoe-Shang driving with some room, and Kenny Manigal had a good defensive position, but Su Chen not accounting for that, crashing into him. Jia Kong way too strong with his first. So in the last round, 47% from 3, 50% from 2 was Jackie, but only 3 of 7 from the line, so a small sample size. Good for the second. And, guard Taoyuan will check in for the first time. Played 5 games in the last round, only averaged about 9 minutes. As you see Zoe-Shang look like favoring one of those hips. A quick show of a double as Jeremy fouled, got it on target, but we'll have to earn it from the line. So Jeremy, he was at his best in the closeout game against the Dreamers. 33 points, 10 rebounds on 13 of 14 from the free throw. Sinking the first one to the relief of this broadcaster. And good with the second as well. Washburn handoff game to Justin, hanging in the air as a whistle comes and an offensive foul is called. Good defense there by Day, putting his body on the line. He tried to take a charge previously. Oh no, it was Jeremy, excuse me. He was there in position, in time, and it's kind of a weird thing. You don't want to flop, which rightfully would draw a whistle by the referees, but you also want to give ground. You don't want that collision to be too hard. So with an 8-point lead, Jeremy's got former NBA summer camp teammate Jason Washburn on him, going with speed and getting the roll. Jeremy looking spry there. This is Lin in the nearby sideline, baseline looking on. Good move, but lost it. Manigault, one man to beat, hammers it home. And just like that, the Pilots call a timeout with the momentum back on the Kings side. Couple of scores in transition. Has the away crowd on their feet again. Let's look at the early mismatch that Jeremy goes right at. One of that right hand just with enough space and a good English as Justin kicked his own dribble and Kenny Manigault took it coast to coast.
Happy birthday! 左边的尖叫声。跟着音乐节奏一起拍打。Next play, we go away. We go away. Go. 1, 2, 3. 谢谢各位乘客，让我们继续来追分，加油加油！
Only the third turnover by the Pilots on the game, but a costly one as we look at Kenny Manigault's stats. Regular season, 16 points, only 23% from three-point land, but in the playoffs, 16.5 points, 33% from outside, and a +8 in the plus-minus per game. Kenny Manigault played all 8 games against the Pilots, averages 17 points and a 4.9 assists as well, delivering the goods all the way on that last possession. Looks like no change in personnel for Yergi Caminos. As Jackie offering the lob and Washburn end up on the hardwood. He's slow to get up. As a 5-on-4 by the Kings with Lee Kayan up close. And the Pilots will make a substitution as Jason Washburn finally up on his feet. He'll head off to get checked. I don't know what happened there on the lob. You see he kind of landed funny with Jeremy coming over to help.
Let's go, Pirates! Let's go, Pirates!
Jackie from the corner, too strong. Brown's offensive rebound as Justin almost lost it. Jeremy good help, it still wasn't enough, and a foul as well on the rebound. Get a look at the second time of the play from the other side. Good defense by Jeremy, still not enough as Brown ended up on the hardwood. It's Kenny Manigault's second personal. Okay, now we've been corrected. Looking up if it's on Austin Day. That's his second. Alec Brown so far in the game 0 for 2 from the field, and now a couple misses at the line. Ray not closing out that right-hand dribble as Jeremy with a good jumper from the corner. Quickly the other way, Alec Brown splashing a 2. And Manigault just a beat late for the contest. Backdoor, it's Lee Kayan with another lay-in, getting behind the defense. And the Kings opening up to a big 43-29 lead. get a pass off and a foul. Alec Brown in amongst 3 Kings. Look previously at Justin losing his man. Manny Galt's 3rd foul. He and Brown do have some history of being very physical with each other, and not in a friendly manner, I will add. Joseph in for Jeremy. With that, Alec Brown now tying a couple of teammates with 6 points on the game. As Austin Day backing down Taoyuan, the right-handed hook. No, as Manny go up close, count it. And agitated Kennedy Meeks told to calm down. Let's get another look at the play. I wouldn't say he's wrong there. Tony Ray with a foul on the backside. Mangold on the game, 7 points, 4 rebounds. The free throw, connecting, and again a 15-point lead for the Kings.
Jason 回到场上。
Sean having made a 3, tries again. Washburn up close, keeping it high and banking it in. This time a whistle, too physical against Austin Day. It was by Altud. Got a little bit of an assist there by Alec Brown there. So free throws coming up for Day. They had his best game in the last round of 22 points in Taichung. Otherwise, in the regular season, about 17 points in 2 games played against the Pilots. Joined the squad later, as did Wendell Lewis. Ethan screen for by Washburn, the flip pass, and the good adjustment in air. Caminos' favorite combination in the pick and roll as the Kings commit a turnover on the inbound.
2人换人，谢谢玉瑞，俊祥来到场上。然后我们来继续追分。
Justin's checked in, Lee Kang-yan guarding. Quickly on the left corner. He got the bounce. A little 5-point run for the Pilots. Day again screening for Joe as the switch in the secondary switch. Cutting, Susishun, jump pass, 3 on a side. How about Day in the right corner, can't counter. Working down court, Ethan's got a step, flipping it up for a miss. Joe with a good defense there. Now he will attack drive. Lee Kang wide open, he downs it. round of number 9, Li Kaiyan. 5 of 15 from 3 as Brown down low stopped. Ball tapping around and finally in Su Zixuan's hands. On the day from deep range. Down low, nobody checking as Alec Brown's got an easy jam. Su Zixuan ended up on the hardwood. Might have been a pin down that went wrong as Yang Jiming, probably the coolest nonchalant catch. It's the finals, man. Not quite losing his footing as Su Zixuan can't finish that one off. Long, slow offensive flow as Ethan cut off baseline as Brown and Sean, two-man game, the long 3. Big tap out and back to the boys in black. Kind of zoned up, looking for a cutter as Alec Brown's shot was wayward. 2.5 minutes to go in the first half of action. You see the rebounding just about even. Now Joe and Day on the sideline this time. The switch comes. Not looking to attack until off the catch. Now going left, back pass, and time expired. Ended up with an opening, but not good clock management there as the Pilots call timeout. Well, we can give credit to the Pilots, especially Jason Washburn coming over to help. Let's hear them talk it over.
After this, now, keep playing on 7, on this, on Alex, on this screen. Let's see what they do. Okay? You know what, Alex, no problem, keep going. And we do one thing, Alex. Keep going, in terms of back, keep going, corner. We can play the pick and roll. And you, get on the weak side. Okay? There's only one thing to finish the quarter. Come back always. They don't go foul. We need to extend the ball, okay? Go on.
Funny enough, actually, if you look at the statistics, the Kings, according to our scores table, have 5 offensive rebounds to the Pilots' 15 defensive rebounds, so about 25% of them. And meanwhile, the Pilots have 8 on their side. A lane opening up for Zoe Shams, kicking a 3-pointer. Jason Washburn missing from close. Feeling like one of those vintage Pilots first halves where they're just looking for that right side rim. Now Jimmy fading away, would have been tough. Hand off, but Jason Washburn firing a pass off as Pilots finally getting a little bit more movement, but Justin launching from deep. That goes halfway out. Halfway down, but out, I meant. Now with Joe Yang Jiming ball screen. He's got Ethan on him. Going middle, pump fake, trap. And back out to Joe. Zoe Sham guarding. There's a speed mismatch. There he goes. Alec Brown with a contest, bouncing out. Nobody defending the rebound as Su Zixuan blows the post one. Man down, but the Pilots finally pushing it up. Fake pass to Washburn, trailing the play, hanging in the air, and the friendly roll with number 42. So a 10-point lead for the Kings. See Washburn's 9 points on 3 of 6. Not had that many opportunities. A lot of switches. Jay getting it. The double team, ball getting away. Joe wide open. 3 on the way, hits it. It came on a scramble, but the Kings won't apologize for that. Back up by 13, last possession Pilots. Running out of time, but Ethan, turnaround no. Washburn didn't have any time. And so the two teams will head into their locker rooms here in Game 1 with the new Taipei Kings, the number 3 seed in the regular season. 54 points. The Pilots at home, only 41 on pretty poor shooting out there. So it's time to take a break, grab some snacks. Halftime analysis coming up after this.
我跟你的差别 Yeah 我是 Superman Yeah 我是 Superman Yeah 我是 Superman Yeah 你是 loser 快点闪一边我们在庆功宴谁叫你还搞不清楚我跟你的差别 Yeah 我是 Superman Yeah 我是 Superman Yeah 我是 Superman Yeah 你是 loser所以你真的不用太相信如果想再挑战随时都欢迎不过你要再努力100年才可以你别在这睡你怎么哭着脸谁叫你还搞不清楚我跟你的差别 Yeah 我是 Superman Yeah 我是 Superman Yeah 我是 Superman Yeah 你是 loser 快点闪一边我们在庆功宴谁叫你还搞不清楚我跟你的差别 Yeah 我是 Superman Yeah 我是 Superman Yeah 我是 Superman Yeah 你是 loser
掌声谢谢 Pilots Crew 谢谢好了非常刺激的上半场比赛现在我们稍微的来轻松一下来玩中场游戏各位乘客先喝点水稍微休息一下我知道你们跟我一样非常兴奋我们球非常兴奋下半场让我们继续的为他们来加油好今天要玩什么中场游戏呢我们要来玩30秒罚球挑战30秒内呢罚球线投进最多颗的朋友呢就是获胜者啦那我们总共有6位的朋友要来玩我们的罚球挑战首先欢迎第一位罚球线预备了好稍等一下我们的球架可以靠近一点那我们4位 Pilots Crew 呢也在我们的场上来为乘客加油好准备好了吗30秒 DJ Vicker 1 2 ready go 会罚球但是差一点球差一点加油
A little free throw shooting competition. It seems very inefficient for the free throw shooter to be grabbing off the rack. There you go. That's what the volunteers are for. We're in Game 1 of the Plus League Finals for the 2023-2024 season. Thank you for joining the broadcast. I'm Ryan Chen. As we take a look at some of the highlights from the first half, most of the celebrating going on the Pilots pre-game, but during the game, it's been mostly the Kings with the upper hand so far through the contest. They find themselves up by 13. One thing that's kind of emerged as a big issue for the Pilots is their outside shooting, and you know the Kings defensively will leave some of their guys open and certainly be okay with them settling for shots on the outside. Meanwhile, on the Kings side, when they're on offense, they are going for the mismatches non-stop. Whether it's Austin Day against a smarter local defender, or it's Jeremy or Joseph Lin going one-on-one against the Pilots imports with a speed advantage. And then you throw in the athletic Kenny Manigault on both ends of the floor. You can see why the Kings feel pretty comfortable. They won one road game in the last round. They do have a very strong home record, and that might be something Coach Marchand has put a lot of that emphasis on the preparation for, as maybe one of the luckier balls for the Pilots. Susashin losing his footing, and Alec Brown with the easy jam. But nothing else has been easy for the Pilots. There you see the shooting splits. 14 for 43, way below the Kings, 19 for 43. Rebounding's been close, assists have been close. The Pilots with 3 turnovers, but I believe almost all of them were live ball turnovers. That low number for both teams is a little bit unexpected. I would have thought that both teams applied a lot of pressure and try to force the issue, but maybe they know something that I don't about just playing fundamentally sound defense and trying to grab the defensive rebound. Meanwhile, on the Pilot side, Justin, unlike Taoyuan, has not been driving as much as we expected. We'll talk about that more at leading scorers in the next segment after this.
加油加油！这个投篮姿势算是一种投石机的一个概念。加油加油！哎，第二球，倒数5秒，5、4、3、2、1，恭喜！最后一球也进啦，非常完美。好，下面一位，欢迎你，欢迎。准备好了吗？跟我们工作人员 reset 一下。好，深呼吸。好 ，DJ Vicker， 帮他一起来加油啊！投篮的发力，讲求分化合一，一气呵成。加油加油！第二球，倒数5秒，5、4、3、2、1，谢谢。好，下面一位，来往前一点。好，准备好了吗 ？DJ Vicker。1、2、3、go！ 加油加油，放一点！哎，进啦！第二球，第3球，倒数5秒，5、4、3、2、1，恭喜！ 好的，我们这边算是全数参加完毕。我们呢，请我们乘客稍待片刻，在原地稍等一下。我们来看一下成绩。好的，恭喜我们第1名的 场中，我们要发出安奈美术提供的可对接无线码。
Plus League playoff merch when you come in person only, so come on in, watch a game, and look for the latest edition of the Plus League offerings. Leading scorers starting with the visiting team with Lee Ka-yin has 10 points, as does Jeremy. And Kenny Manigault with 8 points so far in the contest, and a couple of sixes for Wendell Lewis and Yang Qingming. The Kings are keeping nice and spaced out, really stressing the Pilots' defense, especially when those mismatches occur. And on the Pilot side, Jason Washburn leading them with 9 points, Alec Brown with 8, Kennedy Meeks with 6, as does Bayelson or Ethan. And it certainly through the first half of play, it looks like Jason Washburn and Alec Brown are the imports that have played the best. But meanwhile, their locals have not shot that well either, so it's kind of a big mess on the Pilot side in front of this sold-out crowd. But as per tradition here in Taoyuan, at least in this 4th season, it's pretty commonplace for the Pilots to have a poor shooting first half and then a strong shooting second half. The mysteries of the left and right rims, which didn't get experienced that much in the Lioneers series. Perhaps the Kings did their homework on that end as well. Try to get easy scores and fast break opportunities. If I were Coach Marchand, I'd expect a very different change in pace, at least into the defensive intensity for both squads in the second half, trying to get that very important first finals game win in the new era without the Taipei Football Braves, who've lost every single first game of their finals runs in the past. So a new Plus League champion will be crowned at the end of the series as Game 1 marches on after this.
让我听到你的声音，举到你手中的牌牌上，或是给我一个尖叫声。让我们再次来起飞，用我们的声音来应援。
We're about a minute away from the start of the second half of action here in Taoyuan Arena. The Pauian's famous 土地公 trying to provide some good luck for the home squad as we get a look at some of the highlights as edited by our good friends and colleagues of Momo, including now 4 defenders on Jeremy and now 5 defenders on Jeremy. The point being that it seems like Coach Caminos is earnest when he said pregame that it's not the Jeremy or nothing game plan. They've been willing to put all kinds of defenders on him, but one of their biggest things is trying to provide help for their defenders on the backside. After one half of play, Jeremy's 10 points on 4 of 9 shooting, a couple of free throws. He's okay. We'll see about the rest of the game. A stumble dribble by Ethan as they rotate it out. High ball screen for Justin. Day's on him now. Block 3, so the Kings get a first stop. Jeremy rotating it out as Yang Jiming attacking on the dribble. And a whistle comes as Justin hitting him on the arm. And that'll be free throws. Good way to get this second half started for the Kings, building on that lead. Trying off a new camera angle right above the stands. Yang Jiming's got 7 points on his evening. Has made the Plus League finals for the 3rd time in his career. Only surpassed by one Joseph Lin, who's played in every single finals, twice with the Braves, and last year as the Braves' opponent in his new squad in the Kings. Go backwards handoff, Washburn trying to make space. A flip pass and an easy alley-oop. Jason Washburn and Ethan getting on the same page. Kings try to counter with a little pocket pass. And Jimmy dribble pull up, money. Well, we're getting a little exchange of 2-man games. Ethan again in that awkward corner, bad spacing. Still 7 seconds on the clock. Putting his head down, a whistle comes. It looks like it's Li just a beat too late. Gonna look at previously, Ethan somehow getting that pass off. Looking up, it's Li Kaiyan's 3rd personal foul. Biotech has started all 10 games in the Irgi Caminos era for the Pilots in the playoffs. 7 points, 5 assists already. In the playoffs, 4.2 assists per game to 1.2 turnovers per game, but bad miss with the second. Jeremy long dribble, now down to Kaiyan, stop baseline. Now ball screen by Lewis, Hill off it for 3, yes! But Li Kaiyan, decent shooting option for the outside for the Kings tonight. Ethan again with Washburn, now an open jumper, rattling it home. Jeremy, high screen from Lewis. Trying to recover, it's a switch. Jeremy leaning and passing. In some trouble there as Lee Kayan rush shot. Definitely thought that the Kings could have ran some more offense. Quickly down the other way, Washburn stopped by 2. A lazy pass deflected. Austin Day with a tricky dribble. He's got numbers. Bumping into Justin and just a lay-in. Good hands by Yang Jimin to stop the Pilots' counter.
Let's go.
That's what I'm talking about. The Pilots' live ball turnovers as Justin holding not that firm. Easy layup for Day. Quick double against Meeks, rifling it downstairs, and a good recovery by Jeremy, but a little too handsy. It's going to be Yang Jimin who's the one who called for the foul. His first personal. You see from the baseline. Alton's one of the few players that's kind of been all over in his basketball career. This free throw and a ricochet rebound to Kyle. Alton, born in Taichung, Zhongshan High, then down to Iso and Kaohsiung. Up here in the northern part of Taiwan. Jeremy recovered the dribble, now finding some space, kicking it out to Day. He's got a look, too strong as Lewis. Easy rebound out. Jeremy, big rainbow was short. Now Jason Washburn, tricky dribble by him. Now he's gonna go. Nice kick out to Jackie. He's got all day again, and this time nails it. Sorely needed 3 by Jackie. Only 2 for 7 on the game. Pilots don't jump all over Jeremy there. Still with possession. Taking all day against Justin. And an unlucky foul there as Yang Jimin wasn't going anywhere in a hurry. Justin's 4th personal foul. You see Yang Jimin timed himself up to try to get out of the painted area and kind of just an unlucky bump there. Caught him when he was off balance.
各位乘客，声音请给我。
Now going through the middle, losing the basketball. And it'll stay with the Kings. Seemed like the Kings believe there was some contact there that was left uncalled.
非常好啊，这球再守下来。 守住这球。
Jeremy at the elbow as a skip pass to Kyle. An early layup and beating the shot clock with a beautiful finger roll. Well, it took all 24 seconds, but the Kings make do. He's trying to out-physical Dave, but the ball doesn't go his way. Ethan, his jump pass. He's stepping back for his triple, hits it. So after some power, Kennedy Meeks with some finesse as Jeremy getting back on the ball. Again, a lot of physical defense. A quick shot from Kyle, he rails it. Good answer by the Kings as they stay ahead by 15. Close for a miss, and the Kings beat the Pilots to the board. Jeremy with Lewis behind, and it's one-handed jam for Mr. 35 as the Kings continue to run away with this one. And another bad miss. Jeremy looking ahead. Finally checked 43 from the basket, but now a switch. He wants Kennedy Meeks. Probing baseline, now stop. Young Jimmy, the push shot, no. Wendell Lewis couldn't get it in. And Pilots lucky to get the basketball on the rebound, out of bounds. So the first stoppage in the second half, Kings still in good control of this ball game. And the Pilots crowd left silent. Take a break, as will I, and we'll be back after this.
很简单，把手腕压下去就可以了。我们一起成为最强接球神射手吧 ！Pilots Crew 替我们示范一下，没有错，就是这样。可爱的也可以。换你们喽！空气投篮的动作，帅哥，找到你了。没错，很可以，很棒，很棒。这感觉是一个高抛球。Hello。OK， 你这个是卢俊祥的3分手势吗？可以，可以，很棒。Hello， 兄弟档。OK， 你这个是一个白耀城，有一种白耀城buzzer beater的感觉，可以。很棒。你大概投了，导播他大概投了6分了。Hello， 美女。然后我们投一个空气投篮的姿势，很棒。你这种就是不忍心防守你的。Hello， 看向大荧幕，空气投篮的姿势，耶，很可爱。谢谢所有乘客，
谢谢小雨，谢谢所有乘客全朋友们，耶，谢谢您，谢谢我们应援好伙伴。各位乘客，让我们继续来加油，守住每一球。
Looking at the Pilots bench, not a lot of energy between Travion Graham and Alec Brown. Now they're sitting up. Let's see what the Pilots drew up out of the timeout. Back pass, not connecting, as Ethan from about 17 feet will leave it short. Weird dribble by Joe there, now switched and unswitched. And Yamcha feeling it, he'll offer as the rebound deflected out. Deep pass to Zoe Shang, he's fresh in the game, through contact, will be forced into a miss. Too much defensive pressure by the Kings there in transition. Now with numbers, JJ, ooh, bad miss by him as he'll dribble it out. Washburn switched onto him, and we'll head to a corner as Day, a quick catch and shoot, almost. Not a lot of movement by the Pilots as foul on the baseline. Meeks wasn't quite making a move. Will be Day's third personal. You see that one again. You see a little bit of grappling. Nothing crazy. But you see that right arm and the left arm engage at the same time. That's where you put yourself in rap territory. So substitution at the import spots. Brown versus Kenny Manigault. As Jackie's off-timing runner, this time again off the backboard. Quickly down court, and JJ again shy with it. He'll rotate it out. Joe with a little bit of space going right. His runner, or was it a pass? Got to question ourselves now after the made shot by Joker here. Jason Washburn scores from close. hustling the Kings in transition. Kick out to JJ. Kick out to Manigault. With momentum, rolling it in. Kenny Manigault, definitely a much better shooter where he's got that space to jump forward.
Let's go, let's go.
Mackey with some space, had the runner, but down to Brown. Through contact and still no good. A foul by Washburn against Yang Jimmy. Jason Washburn's first personal. 3 team fouls apiece. Jeremy will check back in. Along with Austin Day. Small-ish lineup for the Kings with Kenny Manigault at power forward, but I don't think the Kings really mind. Because Alec Brown probably is shooting on the outside, and they probably have Austin Day on Washburn. Quick opening for Day, and he nails another 3. It's a 19-point Kings lead. On Ayo to run the point. Zhang Zhenya provides some shooting on that far side corner. Again, Manigault matching up as Brown slipping with it. Ball getting away. Still 4 seconds left. Guandayo from +3 range. Jeremy now with Mayo on him. Toisha offered to switch, but they don't. Going up against a second-year player out of Chen University. Getting him up in the air, the recovery, the turnaround fade. Oh, and a beauty. Took a little bit of work, but Jeremy got his 2 points. Deflected ball out of bounds. We'll get a look at Dave maneuvering, and Manigault, just a little bit of a brush screen was all it took. And over on this side, Zhang Zhenya, a decent job, but Jeremy, again, his fadeaways and his mid-range jumpers have been the winning ticket in the last few games.
We can be shot, but we cannot stop fighting. We cannot stop fighting. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. It's the way that we are playing a fight. Forget the score. Forget everything. Let's go to play our basketball. Playing motion, swinging the ball, giving little. And when we have the chance, playing aggressive. Hey, hey. This is one game. Forget everything. Play possession by possession. Go ahead.
举高高手啊，看一下。
So far in the first round of the playoffs, Jeremy, 19, almost 20 points. Joe, 6.5 points, only on 27% shooting. A big drop from his playoffs, or his regular season, excuse me, of nearly 13 points, but it's unexpected given that last season, Joseph Lin averaged 13.5 in round 1 and 18, almost 19 points in the finals, including 37 in the would-be closeout game. A double team against Brown. Cutting is Guandayo. An easy backdoor layup by the Pilots. That's how we get things started here. 2.5 minutes to go in the third. Jeremy going again, another Pilots local, and this time from close range. The help came way late. That time going over Guandayo, ball getting away. Manny got one in the beat and offering over the right hand again. And some pleasantries to the Pilots bench as the Kings looking to set the new Game 1 point differential spread. It was set by the Kings actually last year, 14 points against the Braves. He's going baseline. And he buries a jumper. Day's turn to go against Zoe Xiang. Won't be so easy to beat him physically. Fadeaway on the way and bouncing out. Down the other way, Meeks buried underneath, and a foul is called. It was a tough assignment going up against 3 Kings. Let's see what kind of advantage he had. There you see Zoe Xiang take 5 bumps, 6 bumps. It was a pretty good offering by Austin Day. We learned a story where Sean was actually as heavy as former Chinese Taipei big man Peng Chen Guanchen, and that's a not ideal place to be, but he's since worked himself into good shape. Still trying to get that game shape in the swinging form. After the first, the second one on the way, but already a 20-point gap. Putting it through on the second as well. 1 minute left in the third. Guandayo diving on the basketball. Looks like he picked Jeremy, but all over him, and a jump ball is called. A bit of turnover as looks like Jeremy is trying to get a little bit of help there, although it looks like he's the one that turned it over. Good job to stick with the play and avoid the turnover. I guess I misspoke. He didn't turn it over, but he had a loose ball. A whistle, and the Pilots did have a foul to take. Now onto the baseline. Trying to show off his post moves, Butterfingers. And a foul going the other way. It'll be free throws for Taoyuan Ray. So Jeremy had 3 chances to go at the Pilots locals. Tied up, fouled, and then lost it. I'm sure he'll get plenty of other chances. There you saw that left arm doing the harm. He'll head to the bench, 4 personal fouls, trying to perhaps save that in emergency situation in the 4th quarter. Day and Meek separated. Coach Marchand also checking things out on the baseline. As Guandayo skip past it. Sounds like a double team comes, a nice dribble. And from up close, Alex Brown with a right hook. And a whistle comes as Kennedy Meeks hits the racetrack. Thought he had a clean steal there. We'll have to check it out on the replay. His second personal instead. Caminos, rather cool about it. Let's see if he saw something different. Let's look. The referee was very close by. He was all over it. About from this angle. Will be free throws. But now the Pilots, if the second make or if on a good rebound, will have their last possession. Kenny Manigault, 13 points. And staying perfect from the line, 3 for 3. In fact, the Kings have been perfect in the line.
谢谢你们举高举高。
倒数哦。
With space, Taoyuan Ray flipping it up wildly, and a foul is called. Fields beat going right. So we have our free throw contest here in the third. You see the hand reach in, a little bit of a body bump as well. Don't want any shenanigans. Wendell Lewis is in to rebound. Taoyuan Ray missed his only free throw in the last round. That was 2. Making the first. Kaohsiung native, went to nearby National Sports University, not to be confused with Taiwan Sports University. Time expires, and we're headed to the 4th and final frame here with the Kings up 84 to the Pilots 66.
加油加油！接下来要玩什么 game 呢？是我们的 dance game， 来跟我们 Pauian School 一起跳舞。 谢谢 Pauian School， 谢谢我们乘客，谢谢大家。好的，我们第4节比赛即将要开始。我们看到玉瑞 Mix 郑雅 Alex Brown 还有达佑回到场上。 哎，各位乘客，比赛还没结束啊！我们一起逆转过很多的战役，让我们继续加油！第4节，一球一球打，
一球一球防守。
Plus 球迷 Oh My Basketball 是我本人在 Ivy Bar 学英文吧，教你篮球的英文术语。点资讯栏连接一起学习。Justin held to single digits so far in the game. The biggest turnaround on the season for the Pilots also happened to be the league record. 26 points in the turnaround here at home. No, excuse me. That was their loss. I need to look up that win. Alex Brown going at Su Sishen right away. And Butter with a jumper from the baseline.
全场一起防守。
Fire 3 by Joe and off the mark. So the biggest lead, actually 27 points. Pilots overcoming the Dreamers here in this building. Brown going again at Su Sishen, the run-handed push shot. Rebound eventually to Lewis.
守住对球，
The Kings have a lineup of Joseph Lin, Yang Jiming, Su Sixuan, Lewis, and Kenny Manigault up against Pilots. I think there's the same five that on the court last. This time Manigault crashed into by Brown, and Wendell Lewis will be rewarded with free throws. Between Wendell Lewis and Michael Holyfield, a couple of the best offensive rebounds, not by sheer athleticism, but being in the right spots. Wandayo will head out. Unfriendly bounce and unfriendly sound effects by the home court. 8 points, 8 rebounds for Wendell Lewis on the night. Well, looking at the two squads in terms of playoff experience, as Taoyuan offers from 3, and that's wayward. Brown high above, going with power, and spinning in for the and one. Alec Brown now with 14 points on his night. Of course, things start with Jeremy with 25 playoff games in the NBA. And don't just say it's some garbage time minutes, because it was 447, especially with a couple seasons in Houston. In the CBA, he has 6 playoff games for about 180 minutes. Yang Jingming in the plus league, not including a CBA or SBL days, 30 plus league playoff games. Joe's 29 and Lee Kai-Yin's 21. That number will surpass all the Braves. Meanwhile, on the Pilot side, Zhou Yishang has 16 SBL playoff games. As Yang Jingming almost, even though it looked like he might have got a hack on the arm, resulting in that championship. Then he had a run with the Beijing Ducks. Couldn't quite find the statistics. He was teammates with Jeremy, as mentioned before. Clock winding down, getting it off. Not quite with the make. But for the new edition of the Pilots, they only have 9 games this week. From Chelsea, flipping it up and in. And just like that, it's a 13-point deficit for the Pilots, as the Kings, not happy with their effort, call timeout. Anyways, Baiao Chen, Li Jiakang, Wu Junshan with 9 playoff games. Guan Daiyao with only 12 so far. Anyways, time for me to take a break. Enough of the podcast. We'll be back after this.
看着我们大荧幕，我们飞行员努力的样子，我希望大家继续来帮他们加油，
不要放弃 ，Never give up。
每一球都相当不容易，但是我们不会放弃啊。When I say let's go, let's go Pilots, let's go Pilots,
Let's go Pilots,
let's go Pilots, let's go Pilots.
The MC and the DJ trying to get the crowd back into the game. Let's see if the Pilots can keep up this run. Find themselves down by 13. Facing as big of a deficit as 20 points earlier. Jeremy Lin back in. Freed up and far out on the wing. Dribbling right, a flip pass to Lewis with momentum. Kicking out to the corner. Yang Jimmy on the catch. A little bit too strong. Jimmy's not exactly had the best shooting night. As the alley-oop, a foul at the rim. Jason Washburn thankfully landing safely. Looks like a miscommunication. You're just slipping on the pick and roll and pushed from behind. Would be a good feed by Chen. If the free throw is good, it is. So the 7th assist by Ethan on the night. That leads the field. So in and out for the second. Not been the best free throw shooting night for the Pilots. Fired down low, and Wendell Lewis can't handle it. Another stop for the Pilots. Chance to pull it to 10 points or less as the Kings bring on Lee Kai-in for more defense. Washburn handoff to Justin. Tough jumper on the way, climbing out. And Yang Jimmy will end up with the basketball. Want to stop this Pilots run. Jeremy working with Lewis on the ball screen. Now Washburn stomping. Taking the bump, now rising to a miss. Little space for the Pilots as Washburn goes inside. Tries to go the ring around against Day. Yang Jimmy tips it away, and another pass turnover. Mismatches all over for the Kings, but they don't go to it as Lee Kai-in, he offers a three short. 2 bounces and out. Going baseline and a foul with Lee Kai-in immediately putting his hand up, so a little bit nervous time for the Kings. Lee Kai-in, that's his 4th personal.
领航员球，进攻时间18秒。
Getting Jeremy involved in the ball screen. He pops out to contest and forcing into a miss. Now he'll race ahead, nobody checking him until the basket. Austin Day on the swing around, no, as Lewis saving it. But throwing it out of bounds. On the same page with Yang Jimmy there. I think he tried to hit him with an assist instead of floating it in nice and easy.
领航员加油！领航员，领航员。
Under 8 minutes to play. The Pilots deficit as 12. Justin looking back to Torres. Jeremy leaving Ethan wide open. To the free throw area and they travel. Ethan didn't need to pivot so hard with the Kings giving him all the space in the world.
Be serious. Jeremy Lin is traveling every time. Every time that he has been, he's traveling. He has left the pivot foot every time. He got really bad shoots.
Day on the pick and pop. Now he with the fadeaway, and the left rim, right rim situation is turning up. Now Ethan calmly taking this mid-range jumper. That's in and out. A little tangled up, but no call. Jeremy going with power, but running into a help. Numbers for the Kings as Day has an open catch and shoot and still off.
Let's go.
So both teams ice cold since about the 8-minute mark. Justin hanging on to it back out. Trying to run a play. I believe Jiakong offers from plus range. Very uninspiring offense. Determined to let the clock run. Spain pick and roll coming. As Jeremy from 35 feet, only iron as rebound for the Kings out of bounds. Probably the worst shooting we've seen in the game, if you can believe it, but it's because both teams are involved. So to try to save the situation. Change at wings as Tanzania's in, and Kenny Manigault for Wendell Lewis. Again, small-ish lineup for the Kings. They push to the corner. Jimmy with Mayo in front of him. Two Aboriginal players. Kick out to Jeremy, but Jackie matches up quick. The double comes. In some trouble. Hook pass is a turnover. Justin up ahead. Three Kings in front of him. Tanzania quick fire three, overshooting it as they whistle on the rebound. And Jason Washburn looks like he'll win the battle. Austin Dade's 5th personal foul, and trying to win this argument against the referees. You see legally boxing out, then 2 hands going backwards. You might need to see it from the other angle. Whistle as Justin took an awkward fall. 4th, now 5th Kings foul. And it's Lee Kai-in with his 5th as well. Justin at the free throw line, hoping to get a little bit of rhythm back. Got the first one to go. You saw 20 points per game in the first round. 20 points per game coming off the bench against the Braves last season in their what ended up being a 3-game series. He goes 2 for 2 and fouled by Jackie in the front court. Pilots can play aggressive with a couple more fouls to give. So Jeremy will now inbound. Kenny Manigault nearby. A double ball screen. And an illegal screen called against Yang. Kenny Manigault, you see, vacated, and then Yang Jimmy stuck that left elbow out. Won't be doing anything extra. I don't think that's a innocent smile. I think that's a devious smile by Coach Marchand. Last year's Plus League Coach of the Year. That's Tanzania on the wing looking for a shooter, and they foul on the off-ball action. Oh no, it's Yang Jimmy with a foul. I was looking down low where they were trying to get Washburn open. So I guess putting the second-year Tanzania at the line is one interesting way of trying to get the basketball back. Tanzania in the regular season, only a 69% free throw shooter and 3 of 4 in the first round. Second on the way, he makes the adjustment, and the spread is now 9 points. Spread way out wide as Yang Jimmy slipping with his feet. No travel called as Jeremy going right, stopping, picking up the dribble over to Manigault with time, overshoots it. As through the middle and a foul from the side as Kenny Manigault trying to keep up with the action. Definitely looked not very prudent of Jackie to be dribbling through the entirety of the Kings defense there. A little bit of hip bump, and definitely doesn't look like a lot of hands. His fourth personal. Prudent of the Kings to call a timeout. Their second one of the half. They have one more in their pocket. Out of the timeout, it's Jackie with a couple of free throws. Through 3/4 of play, the teams were close to even when it comes to points in the paint. Kings 32, Pilots 30. But the Kings had a major 18-5 fast break point advantage, and you would have thought that was the way the Pilots got back in the game as Jackie chases his own rebound. Going baseline, slotted by Lewis, out of bounds. Get another look. Yeah, Jackie probably should have gone to the reverse layup. Lewis, good help there. Brown out to Tanya. As Kyle chases Justin, clutching in the air, offering a tough shot and tripping up Jeremy. Probably lucky to get away with just a common foul there with that odd foul from the hardwood. So his fifth personal. Pilots would love to keep him on in case he gets hot, as Manigault will dribble it up. Back up to Jeremy from the jump circle. With Jackie in front of him. You know he wants to get to the right hand. Little push pass in between two. Manigault going, and time will expire. Heard in that timeout, Coach Marchand just saying one basket might be all it takes for us to get out of this funk and end this game. But for the Pilots, they just want to survive one possession at a time. Down low, nobody checking as Jackie blows it from close. A horrible mistimed miss. The Pilots needed an easy one. Anyone, actually. Jeremy keeping Jackie away, but not an aggressive dribble. Now he goes. Doing a little mini split to the fadeaway. That one's in and out. Pilots are rushing up ahead as Justin given space on the right side. Washburn on the block. Going out window, Lewis crashed into. The pass batted. And Santiago taking it away, and a foul by Lewis. Just a little bit too physical there, but a missed opportunity by the Kings for the takeaway. They had Jason Washburn stop baseline. That one, again, just a little bit unlucky there. If Lewis had the basketball, it might have been Zhang Zhengyao with a foul. So Lewis's 5th personal. Free throws coming up. Yeah, have gone quite a long time without any field goals made. Zhang Zhengyao getting the first free throw. Thanks to my colleagues, I've learned that we've gone about 5 minutes without a field goal. That was, I believe, Kennedy Meeks at 9:57. So the waiting game continues as the Pilots inch closer, only down by 6. Ball going away, but it looks like it'll stay with the Kings.
各位乘客表现非常棒哦，继续守住这一颗球。再来一次。
Full court play going on as Manigault keeping the dribble up, putting it on target. Good rush by Brown to Zhang Zhengyao. Frantically dribbling and losing the dribble. Definitely was hearing Kenny Manigault's footsteps. Yeah, just a comedy of basketball going on right now. Definitely be afraid if I was either coach to bring in fresh bodies, just not knowing the rhythm and intensity of the game. So Manigault, good fundamental dribble, burning the clock off. Jeremy coming to catch. Double ball screen. As a double comes, Jeremy trapped, going back forward, ball brushed back. 3 seconds, Yang Jiming to Manigault, open for 3, on the way, no! Pauian coming away with it. So the Kings do burn the clock like they want. Stay directing traffic. Now Jeremy got a crease going right. Slow step. Washburn offers, and finally with the bingo is Jeremy before the travel call, and it's Kings by 8. Good hands. O'Day dives for it, lost it. Zhang Zhengyao, top of the arc, the 3, no! Could that be it for the Pilots? 2 minutes to go. Jeremy again working with Yang Jiming on the ball screen as Manigault, he'll go flipping it back, and another shot clock violation. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's definitely not good. Timeout call on the floor.
Hey! We go there! We go! Alan! You rebound! Okay! One more! Free throw line! 8条线 Change up! Sorry, Yankee and Justin. Free throw line! We go this! To a screen here! Okay, Justin, go down! To a screen here! Change up! When you a screen, Jason! Back to a screen, Justin! Another here, change up here! You get a handle, yeah! We go! Justin, go! Change the screen! By Jason and Bowie, okay? Okay, let's go! When you drive, keep the other out, fast out! Let's go, Pilots! Let's go, Pilots!
So far in the 4th quarter, it's been 13 points for the Pilots, just 3 points for the new Taipei Kings. on 1 of 16 shooting, and one of those points came at the free throw line. The Pilots on their side, 0 from 3, 3 for 10 from 2, and 7 for 11 at the line. So out of the timeout, Alec Brown inbounds it to Washburn with Justin coming through. Man on the ground, kick out to Jackie. Needed 3 on the way, no. Brown and Washburn in the vicinity as Manuel comes away with it. And he's fouled from the side. The Pilots' 14th foul taken. Be a sideline out of bounds, but a stop for the Kings, what they wanted. And go with Washburn on him. As Jeremy maybe has the back door available, but he screens. Day trying to put on the dribble moves. Ball poked away. Jeremy got it back. 4 seconds left. 2 seconds from 50 feet. Got it close as Justin comes away with the board. Pilots need to hurry, but they need to score as Manigal takes it away. Skipping it and scoring is Kenny Manigal. Bad turnover there by Justin, and that's pretty much game over. Good defense by the Kings, staying in front. Now 40 seconds to go. Jason Washburn up close, spinning, offering a tough shot. Can't get it to fall as Jackie's got it. Just burning more clock. Justin, foul down in the left corner. That one's good. And finally, the Pilots, maybe a little too late, though. 1 second shot clock, game clock difference. The Pilots would need a takeaway as Manigal and then Jeremy playing keep away. But no foul. They can pretty much just dribble this clock off. There's a half a second game clock, shot clock difference though, as looks like the Pilots contend to hang on to it. Maybe some shot clock, game clock shenanigans, but there's your final score. 89 for the new Taipei Kings over the Taoyuan Pauian Pilots, who only had 82 on the game. And a crucial Game 1 victory for the boys in yellow. And not a pretty content game for 48 minutes, but whatever it takes to get to the title. Important Game 1 victory in the books. I don't think it's a game that either squad is that happy with when they go study the film. They'll have a couple of days to sleep it off and work it off before they match up again here in Taoyuan for Game 2. So we have our post-game setup. It's going to be number 9, Lee Kai-yin on the headset. Lee Kai-yin ended up the game with 18 points. Asked about the fourth quarter for the Kings. What was going on?
主要就是我们把节奏拖得太慢了，然后就是都射到他们的陷阱里面了，就是打得太慢，然后到后面有一些处理球都是已经到24秒到了的情况，就是失误这样子。
Kyle saying that they played too slow and end up in a lot of the Pilots' traps and unbelievably committed a couple of 24-second violations.
就一样，像我说的，就是因为我第一个任务就是守好俊祥嘛，那当然先把他限制住，那自己有空档的话就是把握，那所以才会有今天的表现。
And sharing, like he said all along, his number 1 assignment is defense, so stopping Justin, then taking his chances. Lee Kai-yin did set a personal high in terms of finals threes made.
因为我们就是这是一个7战4胜的系列赛嘛，那当然在赛前，甚至在梦想家一打完的隔天，我们只休息1天就开始一直在研究他们的战术，然后甚至去破解任何的他们的摆阵，所以才会有今天的效果这样。
And Kai-yin saying that as soon as the Dreamers series ended, they were hitting the books and studying the Pilots, and it sure worked out. So we'll go to break before returning with our post-game analysis.
也谢谢我们航下席1楼、2楼的所有朋友们，谢谢你们，谢谢。
So game 1 of the finals is in the book. 89-82 for the new Taipei Kings. Both teams seeking their very first championship. As Li Kangyan, the most Kang, or the most responsible, I guess is a translation from his Chinese Taipei missed free throws, is where we came up with the nickname. Looking ahead to game 2, that's on Wednesday at 7 p.m. right back here at Taoyuan Arena. Hopefully the darker environment will make it easier to shoot, unlike what we had today. You would think the Kings would do a better job weathering the fourth quarter rough patch, but I guess that might be evidence of their fatigue from the last series and the basketball season overall. Meanwhile, the Pilots again prove their three-point shooting is a major concern. You look at the individuals, Jackie, 1 for 6, left open. Sean, 1 for 5. Justin and Zhang Zhenya, reputationally decent three-point shooters, but 0 for 3 each. Their top scorer on the Pilot side, Alec Brown, 17 points. On the King side, 5 players score in double digits. So, we'll see you on Wednesday. On behalf of Aaron and Tai Jingjing, I've been Ryan Chen. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Let's go!